as well as the game on Monday, made available by Leinster Ladies Gaelic Football Association to showcase the talents and skills and commitment of all of the players here today. And I've just noticed Lizzie Kent has just joined the crowd beside me to our left. She is the senior county manager in Wexford, and a very popular manager she is, and a lovely lady, and very devoted to ladies football. And she's here today to see if she can spot some new talent and maybe bring it through and support the girls here today from Wexford against Laois in this Leinster Minor B final. We will await the referees. They're not out just yet, Finbar Shanahan and his team, so we seem to still be a few minutes away, even though it's not far from 2 o'clock. The referees aren't out, but I now see some white coats appearing, and the toss with the referee will be important because the wind is going from left to right as we are watching it here. Quite a strong wind depending on where you are on the ground. We're in the stand here, it's not too bad, but when you're out there, there is a bit of a significant breeze, and you'll notice from the tricolour way over to our right that it blows quite strongly sometimes. So I'd imagine if you win the toss and choose to play with the wind, it will help you in that half. So that could be a factor, not a huge factor, it's not absolutely huge. And we saw on Monday that Dublin played into the wind and scored after 13 seconds and scored a lot of goals in the first half. So it's not the everything. Beautiful setting there, and you see the nice clouds above Baltinglass here, and we'll look at the teams now, starting with Laois. So their manager Adrian Slevin, and looking through the team, Abby Swift in goals from St Paul's, Cueva Fitzpatrick from Portlaoise, Katie O'Reilly St Bridget's, and Sarah MacDonald also Portlaoise. Kathleen Timmins at number 5 from Greg Cullen. Number 6 is Clodagh Fingleton, she's from Park Ratheniska. And by the way, she was the Laois under-16 captain last year, and she also made her senior club debut at the age of 15. That's 2 years ago, so a bit of experience there for Clodagh already. Centre half back. Usually they put the strongest and most reliable player at centre half back that I have seen over the years, especially at this level. So she'll be the fulcrum of the defence there, and she could be the launch for the attacks as well. So keep an eye on Clodagh Fingleton, number 6. Number 7, Abby Louise Byrne, another from Portlaoise, as is the midfield pairing Lara Culleton at number 8, and Faye Brown, the captain, 9. And then in the forwards, you've Anna Mulligan, you guessed it, Portlaoise. 11, Niamh Dundon, she's from Timahoe. 12 is Kaylee O'Mara, the vice-captain from Ballyroan. 13, Aisling Cawley, she's from Killyshin. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. There's a place in Tyrone called Killishall, but this is Killyshin or Killyshin. And 14 is Katie Grant from the Heath. And number 15, well, the goal machine, it's Mia Brannigan. 4 goals against Laois, 2-1 against Wexford, and 4 goals against Longford. She's from the Craig Cullen club, so she is one to watch. And I did check it before the game. It's not Maya, it's Mia. Now the referee is out in the middle, just checking as we switch teams to look at the Wexford team, and he is taking the toss with the 2 captains. So Finbar Shanahan is out there now, but there's the Wexford team. So let's look at it now. The manager is Declan Flynn. In goals, Eva Skye Byrne, she's from Ballia Dove Tira, BDT we'll call it from now on. And number 2 is Sarah Cousins from Kilmore, and her dad Paul would have been an under 20 Wexford player in his day, and he was a defender as well, so that keeping in the family. And at number 3, Ava Martin from Neva Enna. Scored 1-1, by the way, against Laois. I don't know if she was playing full back that day, but she scored 1-1. 4, Edie Byrne from Kyleneran. 5, Heather Bolton Lee from BDT. Anna Hughes at number 6. And her inspiration is her Aunt Maeve, who was a Wexford senior player. She's also from Kyleneran. 7 is Lucy Buggy, same club, Kyleneran. And by the way, she apparently has driven 3.5 hours from a wedding in Mayo to play here today. At midfield, captain Kaylee Doyle from BDT, wearing number 8. And 9 is Cueva McGonigal from Kyleneran. 10 is Hannah Lawless, BDT. 11, Kate Neelusig from Kyleneran, and she was an under-16 Leinster winner last year. She takes the frees as well. Number 12 is Megan Hayes from Cluny. And the full forward line, Leah Robin from BDT at number 13. Her sister's in the subs. 14, Emma Rossiter from Gusserin, and her brother is the Wexford senior player Mark Rossiter. 15, Johanna Chapman, BDT, Ballia Dove Tira as well, who had such a great year last year. that particular club. A few interesting lines for the subs as well for Wexford as we close in on them and their huddle. Ciara O'Farrell, number 16. Her granda played senior for Wexford. And Eva Guinan is number 23. And she won her first senior championship on her 17th birthday with her club. And her dad, her mum and dad, have quite a record as well. Her dad was an All-Ireland junior winner and he played senior for Wexford. And her mum won Leinster with Offaly and captained her school to an All-Ireland win as well. So lots of good pedigree amongst the teams there as we look at Wexford in the middle there preparing for the start of this game. So we are close to the start. Just checking online and I'm hearing that both teams are unchanged from the teams that we've just given you. That doesn't happen often. So no changes there. We are live on YouTube. Excuse me, as we go over to look at Laois, and we welcome your comments there on the live chat on YouTube. If you're watching on there, feel free to leave a comment. And just checking Leinster Ladies Gaelic Football Association Facebook page as well, because we are live on there. So in both places you can have a choice of viewing and you can message on either of them. And a comment, by the way, on the Facebook there from M. Jackson says, as scenic grounds go, that's not a bad one. So yeah, I put up a video earlier of the scene here and it's a beautiful spot with the mountains in the background and with the sunlight, of course. It's all really, really nice. So everything organised here. We're just a minute past 2 o'clock. So we're slightly behind schedule as I check again on the live chat. And yeah, good audience building up there. So again, feel free to leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you and where you're watching the game. We had viewers on Monday from all over the world, in Australia and the Middle East and in America. So we'll wait to see if there's any comments like that, anybody watching abroad. So Finbar Shanahan is the referee from the north side of Dublin, from the St Margaret's Club, which is right beside Dublin Airport. And you see one change already there, number 14 for Laois. Katie Grant has gone in to midfield, maybe just for the hop, as the sun comes out strongly just before Finbar hops the ball. And off we go then, the Leinster Minor B Championship final. It's summertime football and the sun is out. This is more like the championship. The first game in the senior championship was last week in Navan, Dublin against Kildare, and it was a wintry kind of a day. But now here, where this is more like championship summer football. Number 13 is Aisling Cawley for Laois, and she puts a very interesting diagonal ball across there for Niamh Dundon to chase, but has she got it? She has actually. I thought she'd maybe lost it. The fullback looked like getting it, and that's a dangerous ball across to the middle, but it's well intercepted. And already I can sense from this game that there's a little bit of chaos here. Maybe players need to calm down a little bit. And possession turning over 2 or 3 times there already, but it all adds to the unpredictability, and I have to say I do like a bit of that. So we never quite know what's going to happen in games like this, and they did meet already in the group stages, and if you go by that one, anything could happen here today because it was a close one. Just try to check the result. Yeah, in the round one it was Laois 3-6, Wexford 2-8, so really close. If we get something like that again today, we'll be happy. Just looking at the officials to give the full rundown. Finbar Shanahan, the referee. Fourth official is Ian Culbert from Wicklow. Let's break off because Wexford are on the attack, looking for the first score of the game, and that was well laid off. And she runs into trouble, and it's going to be turned over. The Wexford number 7 is there, Abby Louise Byrne, and they're going to break up the field. Just looking around to see tactically what's happening. Well, Wexford have won it back, and there's a chance here. The crowd rose, but again, possession turning over really quickly. Teams not holding on to it, and then the ball just booted up the pitch. And the referee has now given a free. And it's going to be a free out. Yeah, just looking tactically, Wexford have one player back. Used to be called a sweeper, now it's called a +1. So they have one player sitting in front of the 2-person full forward line for Laois. So sitting sort of around between the D and the arc. Yeah, just going back to the officials then. So the umpires, Conor Shanahan, Brian Shanahan, Robin Mullen and Ivan Gore. direct ball into the full forward line, and it goes over, I think, the first target, but Dundon might get there, and the keeper's come out, but she's going to get there first, and now there's nobody minding the house. Is she going to lob her? Oh, if that had dropped in a bit lower, that was in the net. But Dundon gets her point at least, and it is the first score of the game, and it was expertly taken. I don't think she was going for the goal, but yeah, the wind, actually, if it was against her, it might have held it up and gone into the net. A little bit of treatment required for a player already here. And so Wexford number 10, Hannah Laois, down to our right. Not quite sure what the issue is. Could be contact lenses or something. But anyway, 1.2 no score. Niamh Dundon from Timahoe. She scored 2-2 against Laois, and a goal in one of the other games, and she's got the first score here today. Sun has just gone in for a moment. Hopefully it'll be back out. That's going to be collected by Sarah Cousins rather easily. Takes it in her stride nicely and gives it forward. That's Caoimhe McGonigal from Kyla Neeran. Quite a few from that club, as well as Baile Dov Tira. There, we're going to get a score for Wexford. That's a dangerous one, played across by Hayes, and defence in numbers there, but she gets her kick away. Is it on target though? No, it isn't. There was applause from the crowd in front of us. They thought it was over, but the Laois defence did their job as we watch it again. 2 or 3 getting around and not fouling, all diving there, just doing enough to force her away. Number 4 there, Sarah MacDonald, was prevalent. So the kick out by the goalkeeper in red. The referee just holding things up a little bit first for some reason, and he's asking for treatment actually. Not sure who it's for. Yeah, he's asking for someone to come on. It's one of the Laois players now. So there was something over here at this side a minute ago. I wonder what these issues are. Is it something? Oh, it's just a bit of magic spray. And the referee going into his goalkeeper, or the goalkeeper now as well, to have a word with her. So the referee laying down the law early. Maybe something about waiting for the whistle or not breaking the line or something. We do welcome your comments, as I say. Nearly 5 minutes in. Not too much fireworks so far, but 1 point and no score. And it looks like a good even game. Number 4, I see, for Laois. Sarah MacDonald has her sleeves rolled up. Aussie style, if you like. She's ready for the battle. This is the number 2, Caoimhe Fitzpatrick. But they run into a bit of trouble. It's good work by Hannah Laois to force them back, and a challenge in by Rossiter. This is Kyla O'Mara, doing well for Laois, but look at the Wexford players converging around her. And that's good work by Kathleen Timmins to burst through 2-3 tackles, and the referee has given very good advantage and gives it into Dundon. She's definitely the target when they go forward, and she's looking to play it in, and held it up and didn't play it in, and then the referee has blown for over-carrying. Yeah, she just hesitated. The run was on. Number 13, Cawley, was there, but she obviously didn't think that she could make it, and it's been brought back, and I think that's a free out. He definitely signalled over-carrying, so must be a free for Wexford. And it is. Nicely laid back to the kicker, Lucy Buggy. But it breaks down, and that's Clodagh Fingleton, number 6. And there's the girl with the sleeves rolled up I was telling you about, and she is ready for the battle. Goes in to 2 tackles with taller girls and wins the free, and is now available to take it from the kicker. She gets past one challenge and she's ready for another, but quite a few of the players have been a little bit sloppy on the ball, it has to be said. Maybe it's the nerves or something like that, but players in possession, not always under pressure either. They seem to have been making elementary mistakes in the first 7 minutes of the game, letting the ball drop from their possession when they're soloing or kicking. It's been a feature so far, but maybe things will settle down. On the break, that was Anna Mulligan doing well, and gets it now to O'Mara. She's trying to burst through, but Wexford standing extremely firm. Ball popped out to Mia Brannigan though. This is good from her, and she looks at the ball over the top and tries to find Cawley, and does find her, but 2 Wexford players get in there and they try to sweep up. It was Buggy, number 7, one of them. They get it to Anna Hughes. Hughes under pressure. And hand in again. This game, look at the pull on the jersey as well, but the referee gives advantage and then realizes the player was calling for it. I think she said, can I have that free? So they take it, and Buggy gets it back. And off she goes. Goes to come inside. Support off the shoulder was from Johanna Chapman, wearing 15 but playing well out the field. And again, possession given away cheaply, and neither team really able to get anything going so far. And again, the ball given away, this time to Anna Hughes. Lots of blue jerseys back, so she has to carry it on her own, and she does that expertly. But again, another mistake, and the solo just going a little bit astray, and the ball won back and taken rather quickly and kicked away again. So both teams really need to just settle down a little bit. That's easier said than done, and they are very young girls, of course, and they just are so anxious to get on with it. That's a tricky one played over, and the keeper just bats it down, and that could be an error. That could be costly. In the end, the kick comes up, and that looks wide again to me. No, it's gone over the bar this time. It's just inside the post, and that might settle things down for Wexford because it's their first point of the game, and it was 13 who laid it back. That is Leah Robin, and expertly put over the bar. To be honest, I didn't see who put it over, but it is 1 point each after 9 minutes of play. Sometimes you get a lot of goals at minor level, but you could still do, but so far very low scoring. It's well taken on the run by Heather Bolton-Lee for Wexford, and this is nice transfers, and they might get through here. I think that's Neil Lusig, is it? And she lays it off as well. Oh, what a brilliant hand in by the cornerback Sarah McDonald. I told you she had her sleeves rolled up, and boy did she get stuck in there, and that was a very important interception. Let's look at it again, because look, she saw the danger and just got in front of the full forward there, Emma Rossiter. It could have been the first real sight of goal. There hasn't been one so far, but it is a second point for Wexford's. Neil Lusig takes the frees, and free takers always like to get one on the board. And 2 in a minute now for Wexford, and exactly 10 minutes gone. It's good work to win it from the kick out for Wexford, and McGonigal plays it through, and Leah Robin is there, and she goes round the keeper. Oh, and eventually I thought it was going to be lashed to the net, and it wasn't. Wexford somehow survived, and they get it clear, or rather Laois somehow survived. Look at the tough challenges going in, well, there certainly is no lacking in commitment at all, the way these girls are going for it. Let's look at this goal chance again. I thought she was certain to score. Hand went in there, and she got a kick away, and somehow it was blocked on the line, and then the second occasion as well. Brilliant work for Laois in defence. Was it the number 3? Was it Katie O'Reilly? It was maybe a combination of them all, but they did brilliantly there. But that's a few sights of goal for Wexford in a couple of minutes. They've just got 2 points to show, but they could easily have had a goal and maybe 2 there. So Laois hanging on a little bit. The goalkeeper looking for a bit of movement, and then she realises that Caoimhe Fitzpatrick is available. Pressure on her though from Lawless. Laois get up the field a little bit. They get to halfway, but again it breaks down. It's Culleton. She gets it away, and that's number 14 all the way out there. That's Katie Grant playing out around the middle. I did say she was in for the throw in, and she stayed out there. And 2 or 3 challenges go in, and all legal. Referee says that's absolutely fine. Now look who's back there. It is Chapman wearing 15, so she's obviously withdrawn from the corner forward area. This is Heather Bolton-Lee, and a tug on the jersey, obvious from all the way over here. Laois at the minute just chasing Wexford a little bit, just holding on a little bit. Wexford have a lot of energy and are forcing the situation. On the live chat on YouTube, where you're welcome to leave a comment, Niall O'Rourke has already left one, cheering on Laois from Twickenham. Thank you, Niall. Eventually Dundon is going to get possession way over on the town side, if you know your Baltinglass, but 2 players holding her up. She gets a little bit of support, and it's well worked out to Abby Louise Byrne. Support comes in now from Grant from the Heath, and she goes for it. The wind might carry this. It does, but only carries it away over to the right. And is she going to keep it in? She does keep it in, does well. This is Mulligan. Does well, as does McDonald, who's been prevalent in attack and in defence. This is Culleton, and all the way back to the girl who had the initial kick, Grant, and back to Byrne. Tries to get inside, and the referee blows for that challenge, and it's a free and a chance. Mulligan's coming over to take it, and with the wind behind her, you would imagine she could put it over from there. Maybe aim for that near post. As I say, just checking on the Facebook Live to make sure everything's working there, and it is. That one goes high. Oh, so close to end up in the net, will it? Oh, yes, it's over the line. Goal for Laois. A little bit scrappy, but they will take it. Well, I was saying they were chasing Wexford a little bit. That will do them an awful lot of good. That's what can happen at these level of games. You just never know. Oh, she was sharp, the number 15 there, Mia Brannigan, and it just went over the line. I wonder, could we have a look at that again, actually, to see, was it Brannigan's goal? Maybe get another look at it in a minute, but Brannigan has scored so many goals already today, and she was the most alert player. She was the one looking at it. She was the one expecting it to happen, and that's a sign of her brilliant forward. Everybody else, including me, was thinking, is that over or not? But she was waiting for the rebound, and she was in the right place at the right time. So goal for Laois, that has livened things up again, and the game has been played at a ferocious pace already, and it's now gone up another level, you feel. The referee's holding play up for something. He's making a note about something. I'm not quite sure what it is. We're good to go. Looks for the runner. And gets it back. But lots of Laois defenders there, and she tries to bull her way through the number 11, Neil Lusig, but can't. And that's a loose one. And it's snapped up by, was it the captain actually? Brown, I think. Our midfield partner, Culleton, drives it down into the forwards. Dundon has it, and there's lots of room here because a lot of Wexford players were committed to the attack. And that is Eva Martin trying to challenge and keep her at bay, but Dundon prevails and gets another score. She got the first of the game, and she gets another one. She's a very strong runner and a very good finisher as well. And Laois go to 1-2-2. A goal and a point in a few minutes. For them, as you see, the sun has gone from most of the ground. Now the goalkeeper is Ava Skye Byrne, looking for movement. Just drives it, looking for her midfield to get there, and her midfield does. That's Kiva McGonigal. And Wexford get possession. They're probably scratching their heads a little bit, Wexford, because with a quarter of the game gone, they find themselves with only 2 points on the board and 3 points down, whereas they've had most of the play and they've had a couple of great goal chances, which they fashioned really well. Wexford's attack has done really well, but they just haven't got the scores on the board. But here's Megan Hayes, and now Kaylee Doyle, the captain, puts one in towards the keeper, and the keeper does well this time. She doesn't spill it this time, Abby Swift, and she gets her free. Laois, of course, got a goal at the other end, but it was rather fortunate. It wasn't fashioned. It was not meant to be a goal, if you know what I mean. It was an effort at a point that just dropped down, but certainly they'll take it. Fingleton goes short to help out her goalkeeper. And she's one of those players you just sense that she settles things down back there and just gets her team on the ball, but that's well intercepted. That's great work for Wexford to win it back, and they get it back to Lucy Buggy, and the player who made the interception, I think it was Megan Hayes, and she gets possession. Again, that's a good turn by Anna Hughes. Lays it off to Neil Lusig. She comes inside. Now, has she got a finish? Instead gives it to Doyle. Back to Neil Lusig. She gets her kick away, and is that going to do? Oh, it's just gone to the right. It looked good from here, but it's gone to the right, and that sort of sums up Wexford's half so far. Now, there's a player down getting a little bit of treatment, Kayla O'Mara, the number 12, the vice captain. I wonder, is it possible to look back at that goal again? Can we get a replay of the goal? Wouldn't mind another look at it. Is this it? Oh, good. Here we go. So when it comes down, it is Brannigan. Well blocked on the line, but she gets another boot on it, yeah. So Brannigan, 4 goals against Laois, 2 against Wexford, 4 against Longford, and another one here today. Mia Brannigan from Greg Cullen. And you can see why she gets the goals. Kick out finds one of her teammates. I'm trying to see which number it is, but this is definitely Colleton. It was actually Abby Louise Byrne who picked up the kick out rather well. Now the number 9, Faye Brown, the captain, runs into a bit of trouble and is blown for throwing the ball. She protests, but the free is given to Wexford. We have another message on the live chat. Cheering on my niece Kaylee Doyle, that's the captain for Wexford, and her cousin Heather Bolton Lee, that's the number 5, from her uncle Eddie in South Carolina in the United States of America. Thank you for that. Good to have you on board. Glad to hear you're enjoying the coverage here. Laois looking for another score, and it's Dundon. She is one tricky player and very, very unlucky. Gets a point out of it, but could have had a goal, and you remember her first chance could have been a goal as well. So she scored 3 points now. Oh, that would have been a beauty, wouldn't it? But she definitely is the target player, and she is a danger back there. So there was me saying about 6 or 7 minutes ago that Laois were chasing Wexford. Well, they turned that right round. Their finishing has been much better. Now, they do have the wind advantage. Oh, and that kick out goes straight to Cawley, and the keeper off her line again. And it's Dundon if she can get to it. She doesn't this time. Ava Martin gets there first, and Wexford can clear their lines. So Wexford really haven't shown on the scoreboard as much as their all-round play deserves, but maybe that'll change now because they've got it to Caithney Lusig from Kyla Nearan, and she goes direct. And is she fouled? Well, she's certainly held up, and they've won it back. Laois have all the answers at the minute, and that's Lawless holding up McDonald. And Abby Louise Byrne, the kick across the field is a really good one by Katie O'Reilly to switch the play to her captain, who'd taken up a really good position. And Brown gives it inside to Fingleton. And now the support comes from Byrne at number 7. She thinks better off the kick pass up the field. Instead, I think that wasn't meant to go where it has just gone, but Brannigan has done brilliantly to win it. She's scrapped for that one, and off she goes again. The goal machine, and she's going on her way. She might leave this one off. No, she gets blocked down, and Wexford get good possession again. Sarah Cousins, number 2. This is the 15. Chapman. And Wexford, so much promise when they go forward like this. They're really good at attacking up the field. They just haven't had the finishing so far. And that one blocked down. That was good work by Colleton, but it still gets to the Wexford target, which was Nelusig. And her kick pass is straight to a Laois player, and it's Colleton. Colleton looks for her captain. The challenge goes in between the two captains, and Kaylee Doyle is going to get the possession this time. Well, the two girls got on really well at the media launch last week, but now they are battling on behalf of their teams on a head-to-head there as well. Fast and furious, I think, is the way you can describe the first 21 minutes of this game. Very little respite. One team attacks, then the other. The long ball goes in looking for Dundon, and she gets out in front. She's becoming increasingly important in this game and plays a nice ball in as well, and they look to give it back. It was Cawley giving it back to her, and beautifully taken. Well, she's like a senior player out there. I think that's 4 points from play, and beautifully worked. And you can see almost the Wexford defender standing off her as well. She's the big threat in there, and it's now 1-4 to 2 and a 5-point lead for Laois. And you might argue that they need that the way the wind is. They've certainly improved in the last 7 or 8 minutes of this game. O'Mara does well. McDonald gives it out to Grant. That's Grant again for Laois. Dundon leaves it off. This is really good. Laois are really motoring now, and this is Leah Culleton. She was going to go low with her kick, but she gets it over the bar, and I think that's the first Laois player to score a point apart from Dundon, and a really well taken one. 5 or 6 players involved, and their tails are really up. You can see they're playing a lot more confidently than they were in the first 10 minutes of the game when they only registered the 1 point. But they are in a good lead now, 6 points. Kick out driven up the middle, beautifully clutched out of the air. From the kick out, it was Kiva McGonigal. This is buggy for Wexford. Lots of endeavour. But again it breaks down, and Katie Grant is there on the spot to take it and gives it to O'Mara. Laois now with Abby Louise Byrne. And they'll just come back to Grant. There's no need to force things. They go for that direct ball. It's really worked for them, and of course they're looking for Dundon again. And it's a free out as well. The defender winning that duel, that was Ava Martin. And I wonder if she'd been put back deliberately there into the defence to Mark Dundon. She scored 1-1, as I said, against Laois in the group stages, but she is doing a 1-1 there on Dundon, who is the big target. Emma Rossiter now for Wexford. She is their target player. Off she goes, but way over on the right, and eventually they prevail with Megan Hayes. But again, look at the Laois players all coming in to challenge, and now the referee is going to bring it back for an earlier foul. On the live chat on YouTube, bit of support coming in for Katie Grant. She's the number 14 from the Heath. As we watch this free, it's Lusig puts it very high. She leant back and put it really high. It's a dangerous one. Didn't obviously have the distance on the kick. That's going to go out of play. It's going to be a Wexford ball. So Wexford pushing and pressing again, but they just can't get the scores on the board so far. Chapman to Hughes. Laois standing firm so far, but that's a tricky one. Beautifully taken at the back, and referee has given advantage. I thought that might have been a free out, and now they're going to get it. It goes back to Katie O'Reilly, who made that catch right in front of her goalkeeper. It was one of those ones that had to be watched, and if it spilled there was danger, but they did really well. And after 25 minutes the Laois defence will be very pleased. They've only conceded 2 points. Now they lived on their nerves a little bit a couple of times, but overall they have settled and they have performed extremely well. Culleton, she's been an imposing figure around the middle as well, and guess what, they look for Dundon and then they find Brannigan. Well defended though, and I think Wexford's going to get this decision as well. No, the referee's going to hop it, I think. So they met in the quarterfinals. It was Laois, or no, it was Laois against Louth in the quarterfinals. Laois beat Louth 8-10. They scored 8 goals that day against 2-7. They beat Wexford in their first game, but there was only a point in it, I think it was. And although there's 6 in it here, Laois have been playing with a strong breeze. And you get the feeling that Wexford, with the breeze, could grab a couple of goals. They've been doing well against the wind without the scores on the board. Haven't scored for a long time now, actually. But look at the energy that they've put into this game, and the drive and the way they go forward and the support play. They just haven't had the reward, but that could change. That's good battling by Grant for Laois. Hayes for Wexford, and she has support in the middle from McGonigal, and McGonigal gets it and goes for her own score, and that's a super point from her, and that's exactly what Wexford needed. Let's watch it again. She is available, challenge comes in, no messing about. That's economical and that's effective. 27 minutes gone, 3 points on the board, and Wexford do get a bit of reward. Now on this side, 2 Laois players, and it's McDonald with it now. Up ahead, I'm looking to see where the movement is, and would you believe, I'm looking off camera and Dundon has 2 players on her. She's in the D area, and Wexford management have obviously realised that's where the threat is, and they are double marking Dundon. And yet still Laois try to find her, and they find her. That's a beautiful pass and beautifully taken as well, and she lays it off. But good defending by Heather Bolton Lee to be in the right place. But somehow Laois still get possession. It's going to be a free in. Well, you can double mark Dundon, but you can't keep a good player down. She is the target. They had one player in front of her and one behind. They still didn't stop her getting the ball. Six-point lead restored as we go into the last 2 minutes of the first half, and it's been a satisfactory first half from Laois after, I'd say, a nervous sort of shaky start. They've settled really well and are good value for the lead that they currently have. Kick out goes short, gets it to Cousins, and that's a good idea to get possession from the kick out because the wind plays havoc with the kicks, and that makes sure of them getting possession. But it breaks down. Laois enjoying themselves out here now, and they're spreading the play, but that's going to go all the way over and bounced on the firm surface, and it's going to be a Wexford ball, and Buggy's going to take it. This is Edie Byrne, number 4 for Wexford. Chapman, who's just about everywhere, trying to knit the whole thing together, wearing 15 but playing all over the field and just trying to keep the play going and getting good possession. And Wexford have had good spells like this, but she runs into trouble, needs help, and Hughes is there. But again, one player just trying to go through, and Laois working really, really hard to stop them. So they try another angle of attack, and Lusig leaves it off to Hughes. And Hughes has support here from Robin, and Robin now is on it, and it breaks down. And it was good play again by Katie O'Reilly, the fullback. She's been terrific for Laois, always in the right place at the right time, and a brilliant block there by Cueva Fitzpatrick from the Port Laois club, and that one is going to go wide as well. Well, a feature of the first half as we go into added time has been the heroics back there, and look at this one. This is amazing. She just jumps up in the air and dives at the ball and succeeds in putting them off and keeping Wexford to just 3 points in the first half. Credit to the Laois defence. And here she gets possession again, Fitzpatrick. On this right hand side, herself and Sarah McDonald, the 2 and the 4, have been really impressive. Back we go again to Fitzpatrick. I think they'll have to be providing similar play in the second half. They'll be under pressure with the wind advantage for Wexford. In the second half, but it's a Laois advantage in the first half, and they've made use of that. Anna Mulligan just taps that one over rather easily. Good approach work by O'Mara. Put on a plate for Mulligan. Well, she had 3 players around her, and the dive came in as well, but she still got the kick away. 1-7 plays 3 now, and a 7-point lead for the first time in the game. And Wexford at this point will be saying, would you please just blow for half time? We've had enough of this first half. Let's get in and settle things. Good kick out again by the goalkeeper, Ava Sky Byrne. It's a little bit harsh on Wexford, the 7-point lead, but that's beautifully intercepted again, and it's Kayla O'Mara. Is she going to take her own score? She wants to get on that right foot. A little bit of a tug. The referee's given advantage. I think he's going to bring this one back for a free, and he does. So this should make it an 8-point game, which is very harsh on Wexford. But then again, you could say, well, they haven't taken their chances. But maybe it's just that much bit more difficult when you're playing into the wind. And maybe that will all change in the second half, and 8 points seems a lot, but not necessarily so at this level. And there is the half-time whistle. It's 1-8 to 3 points at half-time for Laois, and we consider that it was 1 point each, I think, after 10 minutes. They've really, really improved as the game has gone on, and you see their big squad there in the 4-shot, and they will all be going in with their tails up at half-time they'll be going in with work to do at half-time. They need to get in there and settle after that first half. 1-8 to 3 points, but don't rule them out. Could be a big second half for Wexford. It certainly makes it very interesting. A comment on live chat again. Niall O'Rourke is back again. Says, super block, Kiva, and that is from your uncle. And he messaged earlier, said he's watching from Twickenham, and he said, Laois, their attack is effective and there was solid defence. Well, I think you summed it up very nicely. That's exactly what has happened so far after that first 10 minutes. And Wexford have it all to do in the second half, but they've impressed me a lot in this game as well. So all to play for in the second half. We'll be back when the players come back out in about 7 or 8 minutes time. Excellent timing, because the Wexford team has just reappeared for the second half, so we are near to the start. Although, having said that, I'm just looking around and I don't see the referee, so we won't be doing anything without him. But I do see a white coat over in the distance, so I think we're about a minute away from the start of the second half. Just gives me time to recap. 1-8 to 3 points for Laois at half time, playing with a fairly significant breeze and a bit of good fortune to get their goal. So don't read too much into the 8-point lead that developed in the last few minutes of the first half. And yes, Laois are in a strong position, but Wexford more than capable of clawing that one back, I think. Your messages on the live chat on YouTube. Aoife Dunn says, absolutely brilliant game. She's enjoying it. Glad to hear that. And checking on Facebook as well. We are on there, and a lot of comments on there from people, and people enjoying the game. So you have a choice of where to watch the game, on YouTube or on Facebook. Both Leinster Ladies Gaelic Football Association, who have made this game and the C final on after it available free to view, to showcase the talents and skills of these fabulous young players. They are the future. So it's the Leinster Minor B final in Baltinglass, with the C final on after us at 4 o'clock. And there is Finbar Shanahan now, the referee, but his umpire doesn't look to be in any particular rush as he strolls past him, so we have to wait for him to get in position. So we're still another 30 seconds or so, and he's still striding towards the goals at that end. But oh, now he's broken into a bit of a jog. He's catching up with his other umpire now, so we might get there. The midfield 4, same as in the first half. The 14 is Katie Grant, who did stay out around the middle, and I think she'll be working very hard in the second half, as will all of the Laois team. They performed really well in the first half defensively, and they're going to have to do it again in the second half, although they can go on the attack now with Grant, who got the knockdown. That looked like a rehearsed move that worked extremely well, and off she goes. She's followed by McGonigal, but still going. That's brilliant play by the girl from the Heath. Eventually Wexford managed to get the ball back, and they get it to Sarah Cousins. Challenges flying in everywhere. That's what you love to see, the commitment of these girls, and she breaks away eventually. Megan Hines, and gets it up into the forwards, and the crowd loving this. There's a big Wexford crowd right in front of us here in the stand, but it's a free out. You always get a bit noisier when it's played down right in front of the stand. This game threatening to catch life, and I just have a feeling that Wexford are going to push this one right to the wire. But Laois have been standing really firm, and that's brilliant strong work by Culleton, who had a fabulous first half, and off goes Mulligan now to bring it up into the forwards. Kayla O'Mara involved, and it's Culleton again, always prepared to take up the hard work and the gauntlet in there, and she does so again. Dundon, who had a brilliant first half and has lashed that just to the left and wide. So it remains scoreless at the start of the second half, but both teams going at it. Kick out is looking for Buggy, finds Buggy as well, and she comes inside, but being pursued. Not fouled, but really, really closely marked. She does really well to get it away though, but it's all very tight in there. Doyle eventually gets it to Hayes, and she's emerging as a big threat in the second half. But what a tackle from Buggy to get in there. Another superb piece of defence from Laois. How did she win that one back? I don't know, but that was brilliant, and it's been such a feature of Laois's performance so far. Brilliantly intercepted at the other end. Great defending here, and what a ball into the forwards as well to find Robin. If she can get a kick away here, but she's 2-3 players around her, and what, it's her again. What another fantastic block in the right place at the right time. Courage, bravery. They are standing so firm, and it, of course, was Fitzpatrick again. She has no fear. She always throws her body in the way, and watch it again. Let's see what she does here. She wasn't even the player nearest to it, but no fear at all, and gets a brilliant block in. Wexford knocking on the door, but this Laois defence is immovable. They try again. Doyle gives it back out to Nilusik. There's just no way through so far. Lawless. Nice little show of the ball. Comes inside and gives it to Nilusik again, and it's Hayes again. But again, they run into the wall, the blue wall. They can't find a way through. And eventually, they're going to get a free in. I think he's going to give it here. Eventually, the kick comes in. And another brilliant, courageous diving block, this time from Sarah McDonald. But the free had just been given. So Laois, they're playing as if it's the last minute. And their lives depend on it. They do not like giving up scores. They kept Wexford to 3 points in 33 minutes. It's going to become 4. But Resolute doesn't really cover it. We have the first substitution of the game for Wexford. 28 is coming on, and that is Roisin Dwyer from BDT Ballyadove Tira. And she's coming on for Johanna Chapman, who played very deep in the first half and expended a lot of energy, but this half she's sort of been staying in the forwards, and they've now made a change there, so fresh legs going in. Hayes again for Wexford. Leah Robin. As Wexford, they've stolen it back again, of course they have, and there's a player in loads of room here, and it's the captain, it's Faye Brown. And they're chasing her, but they cannot catch her, and off she goes again. This is Mulligan, and it's Brown again. Took up a good position, and the Wexford number 4 back there, Byrne, is going to get the decision for a free out. Wexford just trying to get a little bit of momentum going, but 1 point in the first 5 minutes. Plenty of time left, but I wonder, can they find a way through? And that's brilliantly won by Grant for Laois. And she's going to get it again. She has got it again on that right foot, but she's bottled up, releases it, and the referee said that's a throw ball, so it's going to be a free out. And just looking around the pitch off camera, I don't see Laois playing a +1. They're just letting it unravel person to person. But here come Wexford now. Can they find a way through? This is the fullback. And it's Ava Martin. I told you she scored 1-1 earlier. And look at the hard work again by the girls in blue to nullify that attack. And not only did they break down the attacks, they come out in style with Culleton again. She's a colossus in the middle of the field. Free for Wexford though. Game really opening up now. Kate Nilusic. Interesting low ball, well laid off by Robin, and she leaves it off to Hayes, and here comes Hayes. Will she be satisfied with a point? That might even drop into the net. It doesn't, but they do get a point out of it. Could that be the start of something? Wexford looking dangerous, and a long way to go, 24 minutes. And yes, there's a lead there of 6 points, but will it be enough? That's the big question. Abby Swift from the St. Paul's club, hand up as if to say, where am I going with this one? And there's a run being made by Abby Louise Byrne across the field, but just before that there was a bit of a set to between her and I think Megan Hayes, and the referee has spotted it. He's walking over now to that spot. Actually, he's going to walk over to his lines person and ask what they saw, and now he's just going to say, do you know what, it was nothing in it, just get on with the game. Brilliantly won, and it's a Wexford centre half back, Anna Hughes. Offloads to Robin, but again a terrific, courageous diving block by Kathleen Timmins this time. But it is a free in for Wexford, and they are beginning to turn the screw. It's the irresistible force against the immovable object. Niles back on, he says no fear Fitzpatrick. And the Park Rathgeneska club is on to Clodagh Fingleton. I told you about her earlier as we watched this one go over, and yeah, it goes over. They tell me that Clodagh at centre back is the sister of the Laois senior centre back Simon Fingleton, and her coach at club level also told me this morning that she was the Laois under-16 captain last year, and she won or rather she made her club debut at the age of 15, so no wonder the club are proud of her. So the game in a really fascinating place at the moment as Wexford make another change. 2 changes. They're sensing that they could do something here. And Robin is actually coming off. Leah Robin replaced by Quiva Byrne from Fethard. So she's on for Wexford. And Wexford starting to win a lot of ball around the middle. Thought they had that one, but they don't. What way's this one going to go? Looks like a hop to me. No, it's a free out. It's Kayla O'Mara back there, number 12. She's doing a lot of important work. She's always looking for the ball. She gets the ball. Faced up by 2-3 players, but does brilliantly. She forces her way through, and she's still going, and she's won a free. Well, that's the kind of hard work you need. That's the dirty ball work that needs to be done back in there with 2 or 3 players around her. Never mind the players, you get the scores. That little passage of play just as crucial. Oh, has she dropped it? No, she hasn't. Under pressure. Advantage given. Here comes my player of the match so far, Fitzpatrick. She has epitomised the performance, and look at her strength and courage. She is up for the bite, up for the fight today. Now, what's the referee doing? I think he's going to hop it. He is. Grant is coming over to go up against McGonigal for Wexford, right in front of the stand here. So the crowd invested in this one. Oh, and it's clutched by McGonigal, and she gets the decision as well. Brilliant play, and the crowd loved that. They gave a big roar for that one, and she gives it forward, but it's beautifully taken back there. That's terrific work by Culleton again. Well, she's also close to player of the match. She has been superb, and she releases it to Mulligan. Mulligan, though, faced up by Abby, or rather Lucy Buggy, and Buggy wins it back. Buggy for Wexford. Finds Kaylee Doyle, her captain. 5 points in it. She goes past one challenge, but illegally so. And it's a free out for Laois. This is a nail biter. 20 minutes still to go of this as well. Laois obviously finding it tricky to get scores in the second half. They're holding on, and it's admirable the way that they've been playing, but will it be enough? Mulligan with a super ball. She leaves it off. Cawley now bringing it on. Can they get a score? She's away. She's got a little bit of room. Brings it in close. She might even get a goal. Oh, pick that one out. She got a goal against Longford, and that one is a priceless one with 19 minutes to go. It puts Laois in the driving seat just as Wexford were coming back at them into the wind. Brilliant individual effort. She would not be stopped, and she had the composure to go forward, and what a finish. Top corner. Well, that takes it out to 8 points again. I was just saying that it was hard to get scores in the second half, and she just proved me completely wrong. And the game just dies a little bit because there's a little bit of treatment required, and that will suit Laois right down to the ground. So just to let you know, there's another game on after this here at 4 o'clock, and it will be on a live stream as well. And that is Westmeath against Offaly, and hopefully it'll be as good a game as this one. I mentioned player of the match. There will be a decision for that, and I've mentioned a couple of players, but you might have your own thoughts on that, so feel free to leave a message on the live chat or on the Facebook page there. But certainly for me, Niamh Dundon for Laois has been terrific. Katie Grant as well, and Clodagh Fingleton, really, really good. And of course Kaylee O'Mara has put in a lot of hard work, and Cawley with that terrific goal. Those would be contenders from Laois, and of course their fullback Katie O'Reilly and Quiva Fitzpatrick at number 2. Well, she's my decision so far. Just checking on YouTube. Big crowd there now. They've obviously passed the word around that there's an exciting game here. Aoife Dunn says Caoimhe Fitzpatrick from Sarsfield's doing absolutely savage. And that sums it up, really. I take it you agree with me then for her at the minute for player of the match. But as I say, Lara Culleton at number 8 too has done a lot of unseen donkey work around the middle of the field. And thankfully, the player who got a bit of treatment there is okay to continue. And it was the number 6, Anna Hughes. Kick out from Ava Skye Byrne, way over to the left, but too far to the left. They go back to go forward to Fingleton. Under pressure. Lots of pressure. 2, 3 players on her, and eventually she gets a decision. Laois have just stemmed the tide in the last 5 minutes or so. The goal helped, but also the defending by girls like this, Fitzpatrick, and the support coming from McDonald. Those two have been real live wires at the back, and then when they get it to Grant, she's been around the middle all the time and just pops it off to Kayla O'Mara, the vice captain from Ballyrowan, who has been terrific as well. Laois coming again, looking maybe to finish the job, to get through. They might even get another goal here because Mulligan has it. She's faced up, no foul, says the referee, but still they try to get through and don't. It's a free out. Wexford defence deserving credit on this occasion. Big crowd at the game. Over to our left, and a big crowd online as well. And that one released, and coming out in front is the substitute for Wexford, doing really well. That's Caoimhe Byrne. Off come Wexford. They really need something now. We're just hitting the last quarter of the game, but Grant gets in there with a crucial hand to stem that one. But Lawless comes again for Wexford. They have advantage, but they want to go forward. They'd love a little goal here to open the game up again, but a hand in from Katie O'Reilly for Laois. They get it to Wexford's number 11, Neil Lusig, and the shot comes in, but it's batted down again, and the Laois defence has done their job brilliantly again. O'Reilly belts the ball out to the right hand side, but it's going to be eaten up by Hannah Lawless, and that's a foul on her. Don't know who the defensive coach is for Laois, but they deserve a lot of credit the way that this team has played today. Hughes comes forward for Wexford, trying to lead the charge, but runs into that blue brick wall again. McGonigal, she takes up the challenge and drives it low, but again, guess what? It's blocked down. Rossiter for Wexford. They just can't find a way through. They're trying every which way. Hughes is going to get it out to... Oh, it's actually Buggy who takes it on. Now Buggy has gone through a little solo as well. She looks intent on going for goal. She's pulling her way through and gets it to Hughes on the drive. Oh, they've no luck at all, have they? Came off the post. The keeper might have got a touch on it as well. But Laois's defence, as I say, resolute. Wexford banging on that door. They just can't find a way through. Or can they? Challenge goes in, and this time it's Neil Lusig going through at a really tight angle. Drives it across the face of the goal and wide. Let's have another look at that effort from Buggy. She left it off. Now what happens here? Does the keeper get a touch? She does, of course. Comes off her legs and off the post. And Laois survive again. Another change for Wexford. And it's 26, Emma Deegan from Ballyadove Tira. In fact, I think it's a double change, because it looks like 4 and 10 have gone off for Wexford. That's Eddie Byrne and Hannah Lawless. Didn't see the other sub who went on. Now this kick out is important. Oh, and it's one for Laois. Abby Louise Byrne. Now she's been chased down, but still manages to get it away. Laois get away with the ball, and the referee plays good advantage. And guess what? It's Culleton. She's going to get it back as well from Brown. That's a super ball by Culleton. She really is right in the running for player of the match. She has been the heartbeat of the team. Cawley going through looking for another goal, but there's no way through now. Mia Brannigan. She manages to keep possession for her team. Kick from distance. That's going to be the keeper's, you would imagine. And it is. She's going to give it to Cousins. Well, at least you have to admire their tactics. They've gone toe-to-toe. There's no sweepers or +1s around the field. They just leave it to their players to win their individual battles. And largely, they've done that. Oh, the referee having a word with a Laois player, and this looks like a yellow card to me. Is it Dundon? It's definitely a yellow, so Laois down to 14 players. Trying to see the number. Is that 11 or 14 on her? It is 11. It's Dundon. Well, she was their main attacker in the first half. Got 4 scores from play, I think it was. Oh, that's bounced over the top, and there's a chance here for Wexford to get away. Well, she has to come back, but still manages to get possession. Now, Wexford have players over if they can use them. McGonigal, they need to go for goal. They are going for goal. But who's there? It's O'Reilly, of course. What a game she has had for Laois, and still there's no way through. Not to goal anyway, but they do get a point. And it's McGonigal with it. Points are good, but it's getting to that point where Wexford will need a goal. There's a vote on the live chat from Usha Daly O'Toole for Anna Hughes for player of the match. That's a good shout. Lots of contenders, but it's still up for grabs. Referee telling the goalkeeper to get on with it, and Abby Swift was swift in the end. Gets it to Byrne, and a boot went in there rather recklessly, and I think we might have another yellow card. That might be a straight yellow this time. Yep, the book is out. We could be levelling up at 14 players each. The word from the sideline for Wexford is there's loads of time, 10 minutes to go. Trying to get them to calm things down a little bit. Now, is this going to be a sin bin? Referee has written the name, and he's now checking with his linesperson to just double check, and yes, it is a yellow, and that's very unfortunate for Laois. And it's a girl who had only come on about 5 minutes, and she has gone to the sin bin, and with 10 minutes to go she mightn't get much action, maybe in for the last minute or two if there's any added time. But just as Wexford had the advantage of an extra player, that now has gone. It's 14 against 14. 9 to go. Off we go again then. 7-point game. Laois looking good. And the referee is going to hold that up because there was, I think, an accidental arm there into the face of one of the players, and he just spotted that, Finbar, and just held play up for a little bit of treatment there, but she's fine. Good refereeing again, and Megan Hayes is okay, but it's Laois with the ball. Driven up into the forwards brilliantly, and she did well to get out in front. That's terrific forward play by Mia Brannigan. Grant wearing 14, but always available around the middle of the field. So Laois at the minute looking like they've got this, bar anything a little bit dramatic. There's a number 17 out there for Laois actually on the ball now. Didn't spot her coming in, but that's Leisha Dunn from Ballyrowan. That's terrific play, and it's a great ball across the middle as well, looking for Brannigan, who might still get there even though the ball went flying past her. And she does get it. Goes for her score, but it might end up being a great pass. No, over the line, and it's a wide, but that'll do Laois nicely. Keep the ball up that end of the pitch, and I said they didn't play with the +1, but I'm now spotting they have a +1. Last 10 minutes, a bit of insurance for Laois. They have a player sitting in there at the centre half-back position, not marking anybody. That's well won for Wexford though, and off they come. The support is there from McGonigal, ever willing. She's had a terrific game as well, just like Culleton. Got the last score and might get another one. Oh, it's gone to the right and it's gone wide. They just need a little bit of composure in there, and they need to get through for a goal, but it's a lot easier saying that than doing it against this Laois defence, but they have done terrifically well. I've just spotted the Wexford, no, this girl is already on, Emma Deegan, wearing number 26. She's in the right corner forward position. Kick out is easily picked up by Timmins for Laois. She gets it back. They just kill Wexford's momentum a little bit by getting that possession a little bit too easily. Laois might win it back, and they do. They get it again. That's a brilliant ball across to Lara Culleton. She's had an amazing game. What a colossus of a player, and she's going forwards. Didn't have the finish to match. Remains 2-8-7. It's tense. Managers looking at their watches. The Wexford manager a little bit more animated. He said 3 or 4 minutes ago there was loads of time. Well, you're 7 points down with 6 to go. That time is running out, and that ball has gone all the way through, and guess who it is? It's Fitzpatrick. Intercepts, reads it, and lays it off. Fantastic defensive work. I can't make my mind up between her and Culleton for player of the match. I think it's going to go to Fitzpatrick unless something else happens in the last 5 or 6 minutes. I just love the way she plays the game and the way she throws herself into tackles and reads the game, and she has been so defiant back there for Laois. This is Cawley. What a brilliant goal she had, and she's looking for another one. No, this is Cawley. No, that's Brannigan now. Brannigan and Cawley have caused a lot of damage in there. They're like twin strikers up there, and they've done it again between the two of them. Super play, twisting one way and then the other. And when you think about it, her goal in the first half has been crucial in the way the game has gone. It was fortunate, but she was alert. Kate Neil-Lusig now for Wexford. 8 points down. They need something special, and they need it right now. Can she provide it? This is just going to be a point, I think, and it is. Well, it's something, but it's nowhere near enough. Not yet. 27 for Wexford came on there a few minutes ago, by the way. I've just managed to notice that. That's Maura Doyle from Bala Dove Tira. She has come in defence. The kick out, driven up the middle, but it's going to be won easily by Anna Hughes. Now she's got support. She's got McGonigal. On her left hand side, she goes that way instead and gives it to Lusig, and she's got it back. And again, the block comes in. They get it out to the right hand side, and another block. Oh, stop this. It's Fitzpatrick. This unbelievable play by this girl. She has held up Wexford almost single-handedly. Another exceptional block, and she's just broken Wexford hearts all day long. This is good by O'Mara. Or is it? No, over carrying. Wexford will try yet again. They can't even get a look at goal. Nowhere near it. Kate Neil-Lusig, she has done everything. And guess what? Fitzpatrick got a hand of that one as well, and the clearance has gone out as far as Leisha Dunn. She's got pace, and off she goes. She drops the shoulder, slips it to Sarah MacDonald. And Laois, oh, that's a terrific ball right over the middle, because she spotted Faye Brown there, and Faye Brown takes it, but then gives it back to Dunn, who's just come in. And she is dispossessed though, and a chance for Wexford. Brown comes in to try and stop them, but here comes Wexford. 3 minutes of normal time to go. It's now or never for Wexford. A point really won't be enough, but she goes for a point, might drop in, drops over the bar. Well, it's something, but they need more. Subs coming on. 17 for Wexford. It's Alva Byrne from Castletown. Liam Mellows for Laois. 24 is on. Poppy Duff from Park Rathaneska, and I think they've taken off their captain, Wexford, and they have. She has put in an incredible shift so far, and maybe has a bit of an injury as well, so they brought her off, and Poppy Duff came on at least in a couple of the games, and from the same club as Clodagh Fingleton at number 6. Now this clearance is picked up for Wexford, and it's brilliant from Anna Hughes. She releases it as well. Oh, and it's spilled, but she still has it. The substitute needs to get this over, and it's gone over the bar. And on other days you'd say that's a brilliant score, but they need to go for goals. We are in the last 2 minutes. 5 in it. A goal now would be really, really interesting. And then they need another one though. They say goals win games, and they're the difference at the minute. And that clearance, Grant nearly got it. No, it wasn't Grant actually, but it nearly went for Laois, but Wexford have it again. But there's hardly any space in there. There's no way through, and Laois won't mind if they take a point here. It's Hughes again. She has done her level bit, but look, she's up against 5, 6, 7. She's taken them all on, and she's still trying to find a way through and get a kick away, and it's deflected. Penalty. Referee has given a penalty. Where did that come from? Well, it must have been the challenge on Hughes. Let's see again. She went through. It must have been a challenge here, I think it was. Yep, there was a foul there, well spotted by the referee. And is this a lifeline for Wexford? 1 minute of normal time to go, and the goalkeeper is on the ground, and maybe a little bit of gamesmanship, making sure the laces are tied and just add to the pressure here for the kicker. And the referee saying where he wants it taken from. Well, I said they needed a goal, and they need it quickly. And it's the fullback, number 3, Eva Martin from Niavena, scored 1-1 against Laois in the group game. So she's already got a goal against Laois. And boy, do they need her to get another one now. And then hope there's enough time after that for them to get another one, or maybe 2 points to level it. Well, the comeback has taken a long time to materialise. Needless to say, this has to go in for Wexford to have any chance. It's Eva Martin, the number 3 for Wexford, up against Abby Swift, the goalkeeper for Laois. We're in added time. And she gives it power right up the middle. There was no stopping that one. And just as we go into added time, Wexford have got this back to a 2-point game, and there has been 8 points in it. Now we're down to 2. It's a nail biter. The crowd are loving it. I'm sure you're enjoying it on the live stream as well. And the goalkeeper again has some issue with her laces, funny enough, and the referee not impressed, and the crowd not impressed, and the management for Wexford not impressed. She did that before the penalty. She's doing it again, and it's a little bit obvious. The referee saying, come on. Now, the effect of that is that for some reason all of the players have gone a real distance away from her, so there's no close options. And Laois need to get possession here, because if Wexford get this, and if they get in for another goal, they could snatch victory here from the jaws of defeat. She goes long with a kick. Who wins it? It's on the break. Who's going to get it? Wexford. Oh, what a battle for the ball. And eventually it's a decision for Laois. They get the decision, a crucial decision. It's frantic, but it's brilliant play for Laois. That was brilliant to get it out to Byrne, and that's a great ball into the forwards, and they get it to Mia Brannigan, and off she goes round her player. They might finish it at the other end. Never mind a goal for Wexford. Can Laois finish the job? Well, it's Dundon, and she has put it in the net. She was sin-binned, but she came on, and the managers on the sideline jump for joy, because well into added time, just as Wexford got it back from an 8-point game to a 2-point game, Mia Brannigan has left it into Dundon, and she has finished the job for Laois. 3-9 plays 1-10. Is there another twist? It goes all the way up over the heads as far as Emma Deegan. What a game this is. We don't want this to finish, and Deegan has it again, but she's forced to go a little bit right. This has to go in the net. There's no point going anywhere else off the crossbar. Oh, boys, what a finish to this game. An absolute thriller in the Leinster B Championship final. And it's Dundon. Boy, were they glad to get her back from the sin bin, and she plays a brilliant ball in and finds Cawley. Cawley with a goal in the second half, as well as Dundon. This is O'Mara. They have brilliant forwards. They really are a super team all round, but their forwards are exceptional. I'd love to see your contenders now for player of the match. Try and pick a player of the match from all of this. What a performance. All over. Dundon has it again, and I thought she was going to lash it in the net again. Well, she has come back on with a vengeance. She has scored a goal and a point. And the Wexford player who was sin-binned has now been told to come back on, but it's a bit late. Laois trying to bring on another sub as well. Number 18, Hooney from St Joseph's, looking to come in, and she has gone in, as you see there on the screen. So who do you think? I know the game isn't over and you're biting your nails, but for player of the match, I'm still going to go with Fitzpatrick for Laois, but Dundon, what a performance by her as well. It's at the right end of the field for Laois. Brannigan plays it in, and Dundon reaches into the air, takes it brilliantly, and the kick goes into the goalkeeper's arms, and Wexford 5 points behind again. Now in the 4th minute of added time, and surely there's no way to rescue this, even though they got it back to 2. Kate Lusig for Wexford, and the referee letting it go. And indeed there will be time. Oh, what a challenge coming in there from Poppy Duff, but an illegal one in the end, and Wexford resorting to just belting it up. But of course Fitzpatrick is there to win it, as she has been all day long. She has really been the heart and soul of this team. So defiant, so strong, so brave. And Katie O'Reilly's had a terrific game too, and she gets her decision. And Laois, I think, I hesitate to say, are just about over the line. '65th minute of the game. The referee doesn't look at his watch, and that's great movement by Cawley to win that one, and looks for Dundon. Challenge comes in from Cousins, and the ball has gone over the line. And is it a Wexford decision? It is. No, it's not. It's a Laois ball. We will be staying on air for the presentation of the Cup and the Player of the Match award, so stay with us for that, and then we will have a stream of the next game on here. I hope it's as good as this one. Dundon slips it to O'Mara. O'Mara held up, but this suits Laois to have the ball at the right end of the field. She gets it to Cawley. She's 1 goal so far, and then a tough challenge goes in. Is it another penalty, or is it just to the left of the box? Certainly a free in at least for Laois, and they look now to be home and dried, because this would make it 6, and there's no way there's going to be enough time for Laois or Wexford to concede, to score 2 goals. Treatment required. So if you want to give me your contender now for Player of the Match, now's the time to do it. But fair play to you if you can pick one from all of this and leave it on the Facebook comments. Just checking on there on live chat on the Facebook and YouTube to see if there's any more contenders for Player of the Match. Let's look at this effort from earlier. This was a crucial score. There's your contender as well for Player of the Match, Aisling Cawley. Scored a goal against Longford, but that one today, priceless. Just when Wexford seemed to be turning the screw, and that just put Laois clear again and sent a statement to Wexford to say, you're not going to roll over us here. It's going to be Clodagh Fingleton, Laois under 16 captain last year. Maybe she'll be the minor captain next year, but for this year she's been terrific, and she is going to finish the job in the 67th minute. Gives her team a 6-point lead, and surely that's enough. Referee looking at his watch, but there's still time. Now, there were a lot of stoppages, and there's a foul by Dundon. Wexford want to take it quickly, and they do, but this needs to stick. They need a goal right now. Is there room? Can Hayes provide? Gets her kick away. Now the goalkeeper gets to it and gets it at the second time of asking and gets her free out. 68th minute of the game. We are well into added time, but as I say, there were a lot of stoppages. The referee looks at his watch again. Not long left. Wexford need it back. They do get it back, and it's Kate Lusig, and she has had a terrific game. Now the sub, number 17, Alva Byrne. And is there a shot on here? There is, but it was Katie O'Reilly who got the block in. And it was the fullback from St Bridget's for Laois who made that vital interception. Still time for the 45. There might be time for one goal. Surely there's not time for two. 6-point lead. We're nearly in the 69th minute. There is time for this kick to be taken. Gets a decent connection as well. It goes all the way through. But there's no way through this defence again. Hayes, how many times has she tried? But 6-7 blue jerseys around her. And is she going to lose possession? Well, she's still holding on to the ball. It's a wrestle for possession. And what's the referee going to give? It's a free in. This has to go low. No point going over the bar. It has to be low. Either she drills it or she gives it. And she's actually looking for Anna Hughes to take it. And she says, you go for it. Now on the line, there are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 players are back there. And she drives it. And the whistle goes. And it is Laois who are the 2025 Leinster Minor B champions after a thriller here on Baltinglass. A fantastic game full of drama and incident and commitment and skill. What an exhibition this has been, and what effort from both sets of players. And there, my player of the match, the number 2, Caoimhe Fitzpatrick from Portlaoise, and no wonder she's overjoyed. She was defiant, the whole team was defiant, and the manager's delighted with their girls. They have coached them brilliantly, and they have come through here and won this deservedly. And this after the first 10 minutes when they looked a little bit shaky, and I thought Wexford were getting on top, but Laois came good after that. Dundon scored 4 points from play in the first half. Brannigan managed to get a goal out of nothing, and all of a sudden Laois got going, and in the second half, well, heroics from their defence, and then a few goals as well on the break. One by Dundon after she came back from the sin bin, and one from Aisling Cawley, which was a bit special. But the challenges at the back, the whole defensive unit and individually were outstanding. Katie O'Reilly at fullback, Fingleton at centre halfback, but special mention for Sarah McDonald and Caoimhe Fitzpatrick at number 2. She really is the sort of player that gives a performance on a day like that you'll remember for a long time. You remember that girl and the blocks that she made and the way that she played. She was unbelievable, and she really, really was. And that is one of the main reasons why they are the champions. All the messages coming in now on the live chat, and I'll go to those comments in a second as we close in on the celebrations for this Laois team and their management. They are elated, and absolutely no wonder why at all, and they can't believe they've done it. It's been a terrific game, and some lovely, lovely scenes out there. There's some children out there as well, and they're getting their photograph taken and taking part in the celebrations, and that is lovely to see as well. They're not letting everybody onto the pitch, but they've let a few of those youngsters on there to join in the celebrations, and that's lovely to see as well. The presentation will be made down below us. I'll just go to those comments online, and lots of nice ones coming through. Jack Bolton says, well done Laois ladies, great game, special. Well done to our Greg Cullen ladies. Nadine Clark says, well done girls. Aoife Dunn says, congratulations Laois, unreal win. Caoimhe Fitzpatrick, absolutely savage game. The Laois going up. Paddy Peppard says, congratulations Laois, well done all. That's on the Facebook live feed. Another vote for Fitzpatrick for player of the match. It's not our decision, but I think we're all agreed that she's certainly in the mix. Presentation over to my right, or at least it will be made over to my right in front of the stand. There's the cup, and you really have to feel though, oh, there's a lovely shot as well over in the middle. So many brilliant performances all over the field. Culleton fantastic as well, and the young ones getting involved in the celebrations, and The families behind the fence, but they are looking to come over and celebrate through the fence, if you like. And as I say, you have to feel sorry for Wexford, who put in a great effort in this game. They're away over to our right. There they are. And they will be disconsolate here, but they have done so well just to get here. And they tried everything today, but they just came up against a rock-solid defence. A heartbeat of a midfield that works so hard for Laois. And then their forwards, they're a bit special as well. So all round, Laois just too good today. And they are now coming over for the presentation, as you see. And we will be staying on and picking up the presentations. And there you see the Laois supporters, mainly away over to our right actually. That's why the Laois players are all going over there. And they'll come in to the presentation area now. So we're getting organised for the presentation. Wexford, meanwhile, still away over to our right in the huddle. But they will be joining us presently. So we'll just stay with the Laois players as they gather. Teddy bear, I think, will be part of the presentation and the celebrations as well. And there's the blue and white flag for the girls from Laois who have done their county proud today. Magnificent performance to win the 2025 Leinster B Championship final. Wexford still not coming over, and I see one of the stewards has gone over to tap them on the shoulder and say, would you please come over for the presentation? Can maybe do the speeches later, but no sign of them just yet. They have been asked. And management trying to find a few words for the girls after their brave effort today, but still no sign of them coming over. Can't do the presentation without them. Let's see if there's any movement. We really need them to come over, guys. We're all waiting. Disappointed, of course. While we're waiting, I'll just check again on the comments. The chairperson is now asking them as well. Now we're seeing a bit of movement. Wexford will be over. And a round of applause going up for the Wexford panel, rightly so, after their terrific effort.
I want to welcome everyone to Baltinglass today. Before we start our presentations, I'd just like to thank Baltinglass for hosting our finals, and their cooperation has been immense. And without that cooperation, we wouldn't have our finals here. And I want to congratulate them on the facilities, and thanks for everything they do. I want to congratulate both teams on reaching the Leinster final, and the first of our presentations is often one that brings about many debate. It's our player of the match, and today I think it was a little bit easier because, to be fair to the player involved, she was steady all the way through the game. She was rock solid when she needed to be, and that's the Laois number 2, Keevan Fitzpatrick. folks, on behalf of the two teams, I want to thank you, the supporters, not just for being here today, but for all the times and all the games you've supported these girls and encouraged these girls throughout their football career. I don't think it'll lessen anymore, or due to the result. I want to congratulate you and thank you all for all your support as well for the two teams. I want to thank our referee and our officials today as well. They have to make a decision in a second on the field, and we have a view that none of us have, no matter where we are in the ground, and we have to respect them and encourage them to continue as well, and I want to appreciate all the work that they do as well. It's my honour on behalf of Leinster Council to be presenting this trophy here today. So I want to thank my fellow officers within Leinster Council, our staff members within Laois, and also the many, many volunteers who give their time freely on weekends to go to matches, to stand at gates, to organise everything, to make all the games, not just today, but all the games the success that they are. And without that voluntary support, we wouldn't be where we are today. So a huge thank you to everyone there. And the actual stars of today, our two teams, congratulations on reaching the Leinster final, both of you. And it's a huge achievement no matter what. And I would also like to welcome or wish you all the very, very best in your academic studies. I know some of you are coming to exams. I don't want to think about them at the moment, but it is important as well in your life. But so it's good to have a balance between sport and your exams. So I want to wish you the very, very best of luck. Wexford, I know this is a lonely spot at the moment, but as I say, you have great supporters behind you, you have a great county board, you have great officials and management team there as well. You're all feeling this at the moment, but don't let today be the defining moment in your career in ladies football. You have plenty more years to come. I look forward to seeing you back with your clubs, and I'll no doubt we'll see some of you in the club championships, and then in years to come even at under 20 or even at adult level, girls. Keep the heads up, keep working at it, and no doubt someday you will be here receiving your own trophies. So well done to you. Laois, congratulations, minor champions. Well done. An exhibition of great football, never gave up, kept battling away. To be honest, to both teams as well, anyone that battled through the weather last weekend and got here today, it deserves a round of applause just for getting through that alone. But to be here today and to put on such an exhibition, well done, you deserve your trophy. And I wish you the very best of luck in the All-Ireland series as well later on in the year. So no doubt your management will get around you and get you back playing totally. So now I just call on Faith to receive your trophy, please.
Firstly, we'd like to thank all of our parents for all the commitment they put in this year, dropping us to trainings, making us sandwiches and the whole shit shebang, so thanks to them.
Secondly, we'd like to say a big thank you to Baltinglass for your facilities today. A big thank you to the referee. Hello? A A big thank you to the referee, all the officials, linesmen, everyone. Thanks so much, because without you, it wouldn't have been able to happen today.
We also want to thank Wexford for coming today. We'd also like to thank Wexford for coming today to play us. We knew it was going to be a hard match. We played them earlier in the year and we only won by a point, so it's very close. And we knew today we were going to have to come back harder, and they definitely. Very close game. So well done for Wexford. 3 cheers for Wexford. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. Next, I'd like to say a big, gigantic thank you to our management, because lads, you're absolutely brilliant from the very beginning. So, a round of applause to our management. Unbelievable. They created such a good environment for us at the start, like all of them, each and every one of them. They're like mummies and daddies and brothers and sisters though, so thanks so much lads, we really appreciate it, and only for you. Sorry. They won't be here today. Girls for all the commitment they put in this year. Very little trainings were missed, and everybody put in their hardest from 1 to 35 or whatever we have anyway, and everybody tried their best. So I thank girls for everything during the year.
And this trophy in our hands is won from all the way from number 1 all the way to 35 girls. Every single one of you. All your hard work is right here in our hands. So, Lisa Boo!
So it's congratulations to Laois after a terrific final. We hope you've enjoyed the live stream. We're going to break off quickly because we've another live stream coming right up, and it's Westmeath against Offaly in the C final. Starts at 4 o'clock, so we're going to go to that one now. You'll be able to watch it on Facebook or YouTube as well. But for now, from Baltinglass, it's goodbye.